très vite à lire, à écrire et à compter. Sinon, ce que compter, c'est aller le faire. Parce qu'il y a des moments où l'argent disparaît comme ça, comme par magie. Je lui demande tout court. Where is my mother? C'est-à-dire l'argent qui était ici, qu'est-ce que c'est devenu? Elle me dit seulement, don't worry. C'est-à-dire, est-ce que tu as bien cherché? Et je sais compter avec tous les doigts de ma main. Et j'ai appris ça à l'école de la comptabilité sur l'arbre. Oui, parce que nous avons au village des centres d'alphabétisation fonctionnelle. Et d'abord, nous avons appris à compter l'argent avec tous les doigts de la main. À chaque doigt correspond un type de billet. Le petit doit compter des billets de 500. Le 1000, l'index comptait des billets de 500 000. Ça pousse seulement les têtes de cochon. Les têtes de cochon. Et c'est comme ça. Et je vois le thème de cette année, c'est un thème très intéressant sur autre chose. Il faut voir l'argent que aujourd'hui David dépense pour l'alphabétisation de son chien. Il y a une réalité pour le chien. On apprend au chien à comprendre la carte. Les instituteurs qui viennent jusqu'à chez nous, on a vu un qui traversait le fleuve à la nage. Il y a un carrément qui était derrière. Le gars nageait, il nageait, il disait I am happy. Je suis venu enseigner. Applaudissez pour les enseignants. Allez regarder la fracture numérique. Et on dit que sur les 773 millions d'analphabètes qu'il y a dans le monde, il y a surtout les femmes. Surtout les femmes. Vous ne vous demandez pas pourquoi. Les femmes vont faire comment? Avec ce qu'on leur fait subir. J'ai observé là-bas au village comment ça se passe. Et à partir de minuit, elles doivent payer les taxes. Parce que quand on chante l'hymne national à la terre, c'est là où on voit avoir les vrais Camerounais. Nous, on attend seulement là où on dit oui. Parce que là on dit oui. Pour la paix. Oui, la pisse. Un lion à la bouche ouverte comme ça. Ça correspond à quoi dans l'hymne national? Au Cameroun, cette patrie est c'est beau. Civique, vraiment, dans les écoles, il faut insister dessus. Mais elle doit. Donc, on essaye de lui faire un enseignement visuel. On lui montre la main comme ça. On montre comme ça. On dit c'est sel. C'est-à-dire les 7 poulets qu'elle a à la maison, on va les manger. Et comme ça, elle sait que si ces poulets ont disparu, ça a déjà été mangé. C'est notre façon de communiquer avec eux. Merci pour ce que la direction de l'alphabétisation des minuscules fait pour nous qui sommes là. Happy birthday, c'est-à-dire journée de fête de l'alphabétisation internationale. Merci. God bless you. Que Dieu bless you.
The governor of the Central Region, the representative of the resident of UNESCO and UNICEF, the Inspector General and the Minister of Basic Education, the Secretary General of the National Commission for UNESCO, officials in charge of decentralized services of the Ministry of Basic Education, officials from civil society organizations, members of the Educational Committee, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a renewed pleasure and duty for me to speak today on the occasion of the celebration of the 55th edition of World Literacy Day. Allow me, first of all, to thank our partners who toil daily to optimize the literacy provision in our country. Secondly, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, for the support provided to the government of Cameroon in the fight against illiteracy. The sustained implementation of Brahma, that is, action research to measure the learning of literacy program beneficiaries, among others, attests to this. Therefore, I pray the Director of UNESCO Multisectoral Regional Office for Central Africa to kindly convey to Mrs. Aubrey Azulai, the Director General of UNESCO, the sincere gratitude of the Government of Cameroon for the multifaceted support provided. Finally, allow me to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for having responded to our invitation. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a tradition that each year on September 8th, the World Literacy Day is celebrated globally. This year's theme is Literacy for a People-Centered Recovery, Bridging the Digital Divide. In view of the current economic situation and following the COVID-19 pandemic, the use of information and communication technologies in the teaching and learning of literacy is imperative. In fact, those who do not master them may face new risks of exclusion and marginalization. The phrase digital divide therefore refers to all the risks of exclusion linked to digital technologies. It highlights the split between those who have access to the internet and ICTs and who can use them easily on the one hand, and those who remain on the fringe of these new communication and information access tools on the other hand. ICT illiteracy still affects a good part of the world's population in general, and Cameroon in particular. This has been felt with the use of distance learning and teleworking imposed by the current health situation, and which unfortunately has not reached the expected level of optimization. The experience with our literacy centers show that those teachers and learners with digital skills, the rapid transition to e-learning imposed by COVID-19 has been laborious. For those who did not, the transition to ICT was even more difficult, if not impossible. The COVID-19 crisis revealed the lack of readiness of education systems, infrastructure, educators and learners for distance learning, and the fragile nature of adult literacy programs hit those who were marginalized hardest, including 773 million illiterate adults and youth who were unable to acquire literacy skills before the crisis. Since literacy programs had been totally or partially suspended during the lockdown, learners were left without access to learning. Hence, the need to use educational technologies such as television, radio, and the internet to provide distance learning opportunities for youth and adults during the crisis and beyond. However, these tools and platforms have not been accessible to many learners. Functional literacy centers, non-formal basic education centers play an important role in the literacy of youth and adults in poor communities, given that literacy is part of a larger struggle for social, economic, and political change. Literacy development could be a lever for empowering communities where there are large numbers of illiterate people. Ladies and gentlemen, the event bringing us together today is an opportunity to lay the groundwork for actions to be taken in order to consolidate the many achievements in the field of literacy and to create optimal conditions in literacy centers to reduce inequalities. It is in this sense that the government, in its permanent will to provide support to the population, recently regularized the administrative status of existing private CAFs and CEDNFs, created and opened government CAFs and CEDNFs for this purpose. This move will continue each year to make this form of education visible as outlined in the 2030 National Development Strategy. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, CAFs stands for Centre d'Alphabétisation Fonctionnelle, while CEDNF stands for Centre d'Éducation de Base Nationale Non-Formelle. So you see, many of us do not even know it. So we should not presume like we knew. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like, therefore, to end my remarks by expressing to all of you who have been present here my strong admiration for your commitment as to serve the cause of literacy. Also, I would like to review and renew my sincere thanks to all our technical and financial partners, and to express to them the deep satisfaction of the government for the quality of this partnership, which is strengthened day after day for the greater benefit of our education system. Finally, I would like to express special thanks to all my collaborators of the central and synchronized services at all levels, whose professionalism, dedication to the task, and sense of the job well done have been up to expectation up to this day. Massive thanks for this. And with that, I say long live literacy, long live international cooperation, long live the Ministry of Basic Education, long live Cameroon and its illustrious leader, President Paul Biya. Thank you very much for your keen attention.
Après avoir enlevé